What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another banger on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how to use the paddle shifters in a F90 M5 competition. We're going to be showing you guys how to use a shift knob in manual mode, how to use the paddle shifters, when you can use it, stuff like that. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get straight to it. If you guys saw our last video on here, we just did a matte PPF on the paint, and it looks beautiful. Don't mind us having no front lip. Unfortunately, it fell off when we hit a really bad pothole, but thank God it was just that and not nothing else. But let's hop in and get straight to it for you guys. As you guys can see, for some reason the engine was put in sport. Now there's a bunch of different things I want to tell you guys. There's the M1 and M2 buttons, which has nothing to do with the paddle shifters or anything, except if you set your M1 to being in manual mode, if you set your M2 to being in manual mode or automatic, that's the only thing you have to worry about. Now the shift knob, there is these two buttons here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. There's a down thing and an up thing, and it shows 3 bars. So first let me go to M mode. Now as you guys can see, we're in park, right? But if I put it into D, I'm already in all the comfort modes. When you turn the car on, obviously it's automatic in comfort, unless you code it to always start up in whatever mode you want, right? So you guys can see it says 1D, and then it's on the first part. You can put it to the second, you can put it to the third, right? Basically, when it says 1D, that just means you're in automatic. If you push the shift knob over, it's gonna show like this, which with all 3 bars up, and then the 1, which is because it's in manual mode. And then you can shift up to only second, obviously using the paddles or even the shift knob or downshift with the shift knob, right? So for example, let's say we're on automatic and we put it to the second bar or the third bar. This is just basically how high it will let the car downshift, the RPMs go up. So let's say I floor it in this mode. It's gonna try its best to try to shift as soon as possible and not downshift too hard, obviously to be like a comfortable option. This will be a little bit more aggressive. It'll wait a little bit longer to shift. It will downshift a little harder. And then the third one is it will literally wait till red line if it has to shift, and it will downshift really hard. Hopefully we can show you guys today's video. But look, let's say we're in manual mode. Obviously you have to shift yourself. So let's say you want to shift at 4,000, 6,000, whatever RPM you want to shift at. That's where you control it from here or from the paddles. Now there is one pretty cool thing that I like with the F90. I'm pretty sure it's the same on any of the BMW M, right? You can use the paddles and still be in automatic, but as you could see, the D becomes smaller. So it will kind of, if I go back, the D will become bigger, and this is automatic, it'll shift for me. But if I use this for a quick second, it's kind of manual, but if it sees you're not really using the paddles anymore, it will quickly go back to this mode where it'll shift for you. But that's what I like about using the paddles, is because I can stay in automatic technically and not have to worry about the car redlining by accident because I'm not paying attention and I'm just flooring it, whatever, stuff like that. Now let me show you guys what I mean by the M1, M2. So look, let me go back to the normal mode, right? We're in the first bar. If I hit M1, I have it set to everything in sport, right? And then in automatic with the bar all the way up. My M2 is the same thing, but we're in manual mode and traction's off, and we're in 2-wheel drive, as you guys could see. And obviously whatever car you're in, if it's an M3, M4, X6, X5, it's all the same, right? You have the M1, M2 buttons to configure it. You can change it to whatever. Obviously if you hit it again, it will switch back to what it was before. So if I hit it Sport Plus, go back regular, right? This doesn't do anything except just change the dash and turn off some like some driving assistance. That's all it turns off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me just show you guys how it is in action. So let's put our seatbelt on. We're gonna open up all our windows so you guys can get the best sound. Let's show you guys how manual mode works. It's obviously the same as any car. You shift, up shift, up shift, up shift, downshift, downshift, downshift. Let some pops go off. Let's pop a U-turn here. Another downshift. Watch how comfortably it's gonna shift for me. It's gonna shift as soon as possible so that we don't go into too much of a high gear. But then if we go to the third option, watch, it's downshifting already. And then watch, if I get on the gas a little bit, it'll just downshift it again. It's not gonna shift at all until it realizes I'm not really pushing it. Get on the gas a little bit again, watch, no hands. Look at that. This guy almost came out without looking. But you see how it downshifted for me when I was slowing down? Get on the gas again. You guys see how it's not shifting? Because it's trying its best to shift as late as possible once it beats aggressive, and it'll downshift for me. Now we're gonna kind of like on this street right here, we're gonna get on the throttle to show you guys how it shifts for me. So in Long Island, let's turn around red. So watch, we're gonna get on the throttle here and watch what it does. I didn't shift at all there. It shifted for me, but at a red line, as you guys saw. But if we get on the throttle on the first bar, watch what it does. You see how it's shifting for me? Same amount of throttle as before. And it keeps shifting by itself. I'm not touching anything. So that's what those bars mean. It basically just means how aggressive you want your car to be. And usually a lot of people, they leave it on the second option, but I like to leave it on the max option as always. But watch, once we go back to the max option, watch how it downshift for me. Fourth gear, third. And look. Got a little bored, I wanted to have some fun, but watch. We're gonna go to the second option now, the middle. Be in manual, right? Go to first and watch. Let's get on the throttle. So it is shifting for me, not too aggressive, not too comfortable either, as you guys could see, because it's like the middle option. But if we go back to the third, downshift right away as soon as you hit the third. Then we get on the throttle. Way more aggressive shifts. And again, I'm doing the same exact throttle on every single mode, so I don't want you guys to think I'm doing something different. And then obviously if we go to manual mode, which as soon as if you touch a shift knob and shift with it, that's when it will go to manual mode. But if I use the paddles when I'm automatic, it's gonna change, but it's still gonna go back to automatic if I don't keep using the paddles. But let's say if I shift with the paddle shift, if I shift with the shift knob, you guys just saw, it automatically goes into the manual mode. So yeah, hopefully you guys understand how to use the paddles and the shift knob and all these stuff with the F90 M5 now. And if you guys do, let me know in the comments. But this is manual mode. Obviously you control it whenever you want to shift. I can shift at 4,000. I can downshift here. Go shift at 4K again. Or I could choose to go all the way. Downshift whenever. Pop a U-turn here. And we're in second gear. And let's floor it. Obviously downshift whenever you want, because in automatic, if you downshift, it won't really pop too much. That's why I like driving in manual, especially when I'm local. But on the highway, when I'm going in the speed limit in Mexico, then I'll leave it automatic, so in case I have to slam the brakes or whatever, it'll downshift and do all that good stuff for me. Car sounds amazing here. No! We just drove straight through that. We're gonna pop a U-turn quickly. Oh my god, that was close. The car sounds amazing. But you guys can see, even if I was in manual mode or if I was in the regular automatic, to shift exactly at the right time, I like to be in manual. But automatic, it will shift for you as well. If you're flooring it, it's gonna go to the end. If you're in the 3-bar mode, like the max bar. But if you're in like a low bar mode, it's probably gonna shift for you automatically before you even get to the red line. Or let's stop saying red line. Let's say the 6K to 7K mark. But yeah, let me know if you guys are understanding it right on how to shift. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want to see another video next. If this video gets to 250 likes, I'll make a video literally titled, I will literally title a video, POV sliding my F90 M5 competition. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comments. Get this video to 250 likes. And yeah, hopefully I don't get the cops calling me for doing all that. But we were driving safe. You guys know we were driving safe. I know you guys can vouch for me in the comments. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for showing the love. Let me know if this video was educational or if you guys learned something at all. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.